Even if I'm making jokes about you, if I'm saying SNS with the mustard shirt, he getting bookings. He called me and said, "Thank you, Joe. My bookings are going up. We the hottest moving out here right now." Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
You know who it is, your boy Jada. You know what this is, the Joe and Jada show.
Just like that. Ha ha!
Scott.
We back. I had a rough weekend.
Yeah, tell me about it. We've
my
been
Puerto Ricans-
before you even go into it, we was doing a lot of promoting for Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. We was doing a lot of promoting for Edgar Berlanga and my other guy from over the water. Now,
Stevens.
There'd be no fourth and fifth Serrano and Taylor.
No.
There won't be another. The trilogy's over, my brother.
Yeah, it is. It's sad because I can't make sense of it because the first and second, they went toe-to-toe, 3 minutes a round for 12 rounds. They kept going blow for blow, fights of the year. And I felt like it was air punching. Like I could not believe. And what's crazy is sometimes you got to build your audience. And because Serrano has been such a great champion over the years, and that Ireland and the Puerto Rico, that stadium, Madison Square Garden felt like, I haven't felt like that as a Puerto Rican since Trinidad. It was like, it was on in there. It was, people were fighting each other. It was crazy in there. And, you know, she didn't come to fight the way she normally does, man. And I think that hurt her very much because it's so hard to get the people behind you that way. It was magical. I'm sitting there, Luis Guzman is there, the girl Gina from Disney, the movies, it's Kevin Hart. By the way, Kevin Hart said the podcast is phenom. He ain't know we was funny. I said, I ain't know we was funny either. And he's like, yo, y'all big funny. Shout out to Kevin Hart, Balanga. Hurt me bad because we lost Amanda Serrano. Shout out to Katie Taylor. But the next day I'm thinking redemption. You know, Puerto Rican's gonna win something. So I go out there, you know, I'm looking fly. I got that sky blue Louis shit on, see a sucker, you know, Diamonds is out. Got Remy with me, the family. And another thing, I'll go into his room before he fights, and his wife is like, Malanga's wife is like, who knew? I said, like, what? She was like, that you guys were so funny. Your podcast is I don't know, have you been getting that experience?
A lot of love. Airports, diners, malls, Louis store, a lot of love.
It's crazy, man. The other day, a FedEx truck pulled up on me and was like, yo, I'm watching you now. Like, I don't know. Shout out to the truckers. My man, Rhino BX,
they listen.
Legend.
They must listen.
Yeah, they the truckers.
That's that audio check.
That's how it go, James. They look at the episode and they listen
some
to audio.
People watching, some listen. Yeah, crack. Some people watching, some people listen.
Some people listening, just laughing and shit. Like, yo, these guys are crazy because we all crazy. But Berlanga, man, he took that L, man. My little brother. You know, this ain't just, you know, I love him to death. He's family, so it touched me in a different way to see him go down. Shout out to Hamza, everybody who threw the event. They took care of us, the Turk, you know what I mean? Turkey for Saudi Arabia, salam alaikum, my brothers. But, man, that was hard. That was hard. And, you know, they put him through concussion protocol because he was getting hit hard. So he's in this room for like an hour and they checking him and then they had forced him to the hospital to, like, it was just wild for me. What I didn't like was how the crowd turned on him. He come out, he New York's on. I see 1 million Puerto Rican flags, people singing, lean back. We walking him into the ring, and the next thing you know, what was it, the 4th or 5th round, as soon as he get dropped, I seen the same people cheering for him, screaming and laughing and clapping. And you know, I'm old, so I've been through this before personally, but I know him. I don't know where he's at mentally to see the fans that were acting like they were cheering from him. And now the difference is they got you on social media, twisted every way, you falling down. You know, the thing is to sell a fight. You know, even in Verzuz, Ja Rule, one of my best friends, but when I was doing the Verzuz, I'm hyping it up, throwing videos just to get the crowd in there. So he's hyping that shit up, dissing De La Hoya with the wig, with the panties. You know, he's trying to hype up the fight. But, you know, that happened to me one time. You know, when we used to coach at the Rucker, when I used to coach, shout out Kareem Reed, Mousy, and everybody, I had won like, I think 5 chips in a row before Jay-Z came. And the culture, the Rucker's a prestigious place, but the EBC at that time, it was crickets. So I'm coming there, I'm bringing AI, I'm bringing Stephon. I mean, one game I had the whole Eastern Conference All-Stars out there. Like I was dumbing out so much, they brought Kobe because I was dumbing. They brought, right?
I bring Kobe.
I bring the tournament back, right? To where, you know, everybody want to play, everybody bringing NBA players is off the chain. And then Jay-Z throws the team in there. Hove. And he walking in with Beyonce and it's a big movie. Whoever you name is walking in with him, but it's my park. Like I won 5 chips and I own this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And so I should be the favorite and everybody was up in there, uptown, they throw the X. When I walked into that game, the blackout, the whole crowd that goes X, do this up. 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, making this tournament what it was again, restoring the faith, the nostalgia in there. I walk in there. I don't know if only their fans got in. I like to think those was the same guys who used to throw the X up.
We gotta get OG Juan in here to talk about that.
I'm telling you, they all did that. Somebody hit OG Juan, let them know we talking some shit right now. But when they did that, that shit was like an invisible spear in my heart. I was like, yo, you know, type of work I put in out here. I was taking summers off. What's Up's #1 in the country? They trying to pay me $150,000 a show, $200,000. I'm taking the whole shit off just to coach these guys, win this. I'm out there. That hurt. That was close. I'm sure the Belanga shit was on another level, but that's how I felt that day when I was like, damn, I thought these people were with me. And they turned on me like that. And I guess that's part of sports. You know, I seen some of my friends, I get really mad. Rich gets really mad. So when we see our friends, you know, obviously, yo, Fat Joe loved that young kid, Belanga. You know it though, right?
No doubt.
So I feel like all my friends know it. So if I'm looking at people trash talking to him on the comments and people that are family that's down with us are laughing and liking it and my man's wives and them, I'm almost like, this is like when Trump won. I almost ain't talked to half the people I knew that was going for Trump. So it was like, yo, I'm over here when he loses, they clowning him. And people I know who know I love him are in the comments laughing and so, yo, he had to learn this lesson. It's tough. It was tough for me. I'm sure it's tougher for him.
Hope he's safe and healthy and get back to training and get back on his ankle.
And what you got to understand, right? It's easy to comment about people. It's easy to have an opinion about somebody. But you know what I see is a kid from the projects in Brooklyn and the Lower East Side who found a way to make over $20 million at a young age. If I was him, I'd go buy me 10 Wingstops right now. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I see a kid come from nothing, this is why I big up like a Cardi B. I know how hard it is for a guy to make it out the South Bronx, a Remy Ma. You know how hard it is for a woman to become successful coming out of this shit? And so this is why, you know, I always see that in everybody. I don't know if you know, but you know the rapper out of the UK, Skepta, called out the whole United States. Did you see that? The man, no, let me talk.
I thought he just said something about joining Lucas.
No, he said the whole United States fell off. All the rappers are trash. And Joyner Looker, the only one who stuck his chin out.
Word?
He the only one that said, yo, my man, like, are you serious? Yo, y'all had it, y'all whack, you're not bringing it no more. This, that. And then Joyner Looker said that. And then he talked some shit about him. And Jordan Luca said, you know what, I'm going to just fall back. And then they really talk shit about Jordan Luca, like, yo, he folded. You know, they call you to the yard, you got to come out. And so Skepta did a diss record, and then Jordan just answered earlier today, which was pretty fire. But, you know, that's round one. Not the whole United. Do you think the whole United States?
I don't know about global.
Global?
Yeah, that's global.
Yeah, but
right?
you think the United States fell off rap completely?
Hell no.
The question. You know, Drake went up there and co-signed a man that said the best lyricist is from the UK. That might have threw the extra energy.
Sure it did, but that's cool. That's what this is a competitive blood sport. It always been. Just the new evolution of digital technology just makes it a little easier.
That the UK started that drill rap shit. I do agree.
I don't know who started what.
And they're making great music. But the whole United States, come on, Kiss. Like, you know, you can't.
I'm not even commenting on the whole United States. What is that?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I came with this bar. It said, they sent me to the wolves and I came back with a fur.
It sounds like something out of the Bible. The new Bible.
They sent me to the wolves and I came back with a fur. And that's what it's like, being from any inner city, being from nothing. You know, I try to tell people, if you could look at your family's DNA, your ancestors, what they went through, how poor they was, how fucked up they are, and you're the first in a generation of hundreds of DNA lines to become successful, take care of your family, send your kids to college, that means you're an exceptional guy, man. And so that's how I look at all the youth and everybody who overcame all the odds.
Pretty much good way to look at it, you know what I mean? If you're not letting the devil occupy your time and you're doing something useful to bring change to your family finances is always a good thing, because it's hard, like you said.
Bad Bunny, the man started a residency in Puerto Rico. LeBron went out there, Draymond Green. He sold out, I think, 60 concerts in a row. The stadium, the Coliseum. And he's generating over $200 million for Puerto Rico and everybody flying. I'm flying in. Me and Nori flying in with our families, and we're going to go party with Bad Bunny and all that. How ill is that he took power into his own hands? He refused to tour. He's not going to tour nowhere. United States, anywhere. He just doing his shit. You got to go there, book tickets, book hotels, eat at the restaurants, feed the people. That's some pretty ill shit. What you think about that?
I think that's awesome. You need more shit like that in the culture, in hip-hop. You know what I mean? That was a good thing for him to do, a very honorable thing to do for PR. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
It's crazy because I go to the fight back to the Malanga, right? And, you know, I was like this. I was a big boy. I was 480. So we sit in the front row, my wife, my daughter, Remy, and we sitting next to my brother, Gorilla Mims. Bing Bong, one of the best guys in the world. The man sitting, damn, man, they was calling him seat and a half because he was taking up a seat and a half. And so,
who called him seat in the half?
Called
him seat
listen,
in the half.
I ain't gonna, you know, if this was the mafia, Chris, he be them seat and a half. Cause he take up seat and a half, right? So my daughter's sitting there. Yo, my daughter's sitting next to him. She's in the fucking pretzel. So she's sweating this hot out there.
Half a seat?
Azzy had the half a seat. So she's like, somehow we finessed the seat next to Remy. She sat there, and my wife turns around and tells them, which player's coming to sit here next to you? And he said, oh no, Rich player. he too big to sit here. He can't come up in here. And I said, that's like the kettle calling the pot black or something. I said, this motherfucker. So I ain't gonna lie, my wife had some jokes. So I was like, yo, bro, you fell in love with a big boy, man. Don't disrespect the God. The God was over there. Shout out to Paul, Eminem's manager, and fucking Rosenberg, and fucking Rob Reef Tulo was in the building. Yeah, seat and a half. Yo, Nems, he loves the show.
Not after he called him seat and a half.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. You gotta understand the whole shit is, even if I'm making jokes about you, if I'm saying SNS with the mustard shirt, he getting bookings. He called me and said, thank you, Joe. My bookings are going up. We the hottest shit moving out here right now.
Collab on him with the shirt with the mustard on it.
No, he has collab with him. Merch. When I tell you SNS, well, who's your favorite DJs of all time? No, I ain't doing that. I'm just saying, let me around 3 DJs. I'll tell you mine's in twist of a finger. Yeah, my shit really quick.
Let me hear it. I'll let you go first. It's not even a competition, man.
You know, pride comes before the fall. But let me say something, right? I'm Kid Capri.
Still, go ahead.
What do you want me to do? SNS? I'm going to say Funk Master Flex. Just on that radio.
You only doing
space.
3, right? You only doing 3? 3.
Nah, I got to throw Ted Smooth somewhere in there.
All right, 4.
It's an honorable mention.
I feel, all right, who else?
No, you go.
Only 4? 3 with an honorable mention?
I would do.
It's 3 with an honorable. Why do you always change the rules,
it's man? It's 3 with an honorable mention. Right. So my honorable mention is Ted Smooth.
All right. That's cool. I like those. That was very beautiful.
Khaled too rich to put him in the DJ.
Now you just throwing.
No, I'm just saying he's too rich. Man. Khaled too rich.
He's just gonna keep going up this.
No. All right.
D nice. Rest in peace, Clark Kent. You know what I mean? I'm throwing my DJ Tech in there. Then I'm coming back, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Oh my God.
And
I only said 4. I said 3 in the honorable.
Yeah, I did 3. I only did what I did.
No, you went to Jazzy Jeff.
All right, well,
4.
Make it that. I ain't
even gonna lie to you.
I just named you 4 for right there.
I love all the guys you said.
I love all the guys you said.
And there's so many DJs that we could have mentioned. You know what I'm saying?
Biz Markie, rest in peace.
Biz Markie used to rock it,
Q-Tip, right? Vashti. See, I start naming shit on you, man.
Yeah.
With the hat. What's that hat?
Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy. My man
Cassidy's different. He's
my man Cassidy with that
hat. He's an eclectic taste, you know? I mean, he's one of the biggest ever. You know, one of the things the clip said on that album is we create content. We not content creators. And so the mind of somebody being creative, you know, thinking that we thought of Joe and Jada. Who thought of this combination? It'll work the way it is because it feels like yin and yang or the odd couples. You know what I'm saying? I say some crazy shit and you thinking like normal people think. He's saying some crazy shit, right? But the magic of creating something, music, anything, you know, the juice. Who came up with the concept to have the juice bars?
Out of us is SP Styles. Styles is first to even, you know, make that a thing. Shout out to my brothers Nye and Leo. But Pete was the first one to get us on the health kick.
You know, we got some shit we doing today.
Hit the link right there below, and you can call the number up and ask Joe and Jada anything you want. I think we have some. Let's get into this.
Yo, what's good? This is BG from Virginia, man. Representing that hip-hop in the jar, preserving the culture. I just want to salute y'all for doing just that, man. Salute to Jada and Joe for preserving the culture, man. This hip-hop thing for the years and going. And that's it, man. That's all. Salute to y'all. Keep it going. Keep up the great work. Peace and love from VA. Hip-hop in the jar, preserving the culture. Peace.
Hip-hop in the jar, preserving the culture. Big shout out and love to VA. You know what I mean?
Nothing but love, my brother. We
you ain't gonna get a lot of them kind of calls, so we appreciate that.
Yo, Jada, in the One Take Cypher Red Bull Freestyle. What's that hoodie you're wearing? That pink one. The dude's on it. That shit's fly as fuck. I need to know where to cop that.
Oh, got that from downtown from this. Shout out to Millie's. Millie's plugged me with his man Danny. And it's a new store downtown that I'll get all the info. I'll get it to you, my brother. You can actually have the hoodie that I had on. I can't wear it again, too. You can actually get that actual one I wore. Just DM me or do something, you know what I mean? Hit us up somehow on the show, and I'll give you the actual
You're gonna have
hoodie from the
5,000
Red Bull.
guys hitting you up.
I only got one of the hoodies, so it's only
but
one.
I mean, forget about it.
We got his name and all that. Yeah, we got his name. I got you. Yeah,
right.
He gonna get that.
Next question, Joe and Jada.
Hey, Joe and Jada, what's good, man? This is David, originally from Queens, New York, but I live in Houston now. Been listening to you guys since I was about 13, 14 years old, so it's amazing to see you guys together. That's so entertaining. The one question I ask is there ever been an artist or artists that you guys ever want to collaborate with, but just never had the opportunity to? And if you couldn't, like, what was the reason, or is it just because they might have passed away or whatever like that? What's the one dream collaboration you guys ever wanted to do?
Andre 3 Stacks and Stevie Wonder for me.
I said Dr. Dre, but he took it a little different because he said people ain't here no more. If I could ever get
Luther.
just some Luther or some MJ
Well,
hee in the background.
MJ ad-libs.
Just some hee. That's the ultimate collab for me. Next question.
Yo, Jada Joe. Good looking on the podcast. Y'all doing great. Real quick question though. Top 5 beats y'all ever hopped on? Or top 10 beats y'all ever hopped on? Or top 10 beats of all time? I'd rather hear y'all top 10. I might get exposed to some new shit. But yeah, good looking and keep it up, guys. 1.
Good looking.
Whoever that was, we're going to save that one and talk about it we got to think about it, and then we're going to use it for one of your damn things you like to do. But we're not going to do 10. We're going to do 5.
Okay.
That you rapped on. Or that you rapped on and that I rapped on.
No. My shit, Bring It On. I think the Alchemist did that. Boom, bam, ba-doom. Then My Lifestyle, Buck Wild. Right? And Definition of a Dawn, that's the Alchemist again. Primo, Thank God for That White. And it's always, for me, my favorite song I ever did in my life is the collaboration with Pun, Deep Cover.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So those are my favorite 5 beats I ever rapped to.
I thought he was going to keep going like he usually do.
No.
Oh, shit. See, this ain't really bad. This ain't really hard because I don't got to think. I can just say anything I want. All for the Love, which is Swiss.
Wow.
All for the Love is Swiss's first placement. And before Stop Drop, people don't know that. The first Locks album, my solo song, All for the Love, that's Swiss Beats' first beat in the world. That got placed on the album. First placement. Bam. We gonna make it, Alchemist. You know what I mean?
Alchemist did We Gonna Make It?
Benjamin's D. Derek Angeletti. I mean, why? Shout out to my man Havoc from Mobb Deep. You know what I mean?
Havoc did why?
Yeah. And Recognize Primo. I love you. Next question, please. MOP style.
Hey, Joe and Jada, legends. My question is, my name is Joe, by the way, from Fitchburg, Massachusetts.
I didn't even know
My
that at
question is,
Pittsburgh.
how do you
Massachusetts.
guys develop such longevity in the game to where you guys came out in the 90s and still now everybody wants to hear what you guys have to say. Everybody wants to dress how you guys dress. Everybody wants to like live the lifestyle of you guys. Everybody still wants to hear the music you guys drop. Like, how did you guys just have that kind of longevity in this culture that's so different right now? Like, you see how the music and how everybody what they want out of life is just so different than we had. What kind of words can you give to guys that are in their 30s and their 40s right now, just to keep that level of cool with the culture right now? Good luck.
Yeah, a lot.
Got a lot to say, huh?
I say the longevity thing is embracing the new stuff that comes out without compromising what you stand for and what you represent. Being able to be talked to, being approachable, being able to reach the people, and all that other shit is him.
Well, you just got to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? At all times, as an artist, as a man, or a female, as a person.
Self-confidence.
You got to have that self-confidence and believe in yourself. You know how many times they counted me out? And, I got stories like I got jerked from my publishing for like 12 to 15 years of my career. And so I was hearing about everybody getting these publishing deals. And then for millions of dollars, Ludacris came, he was like, yo, I got this publishing deal for millions. So I was hearing all the rappers. So when I finally got my publishing back, I go around to all the Warner Brothers, everywhere that was, and Warner Chapel and this. And they were like looking at me like, listening to me. And they were like, yeah, all right. And they was offering me shit like $200,000 deals and all that. And I remember I went in my car and my lawyer at the time, he came to the car. I was like, yo, I thought they was giving people millions. He was like, yo, Joe, you're not hot right now. I was like, I guess that's part of the narcissism or the delusion. When he said that, the next day I had drove down to Miami to meet with Scott Storch and we made Lean Back. I came back to New York maybe a month later with Lean Back fully done and went back to the same people. They wasn't trying to let me go out the office. They was offering me M's like crazy because they knew it. And I was showing them the dance, Lean Back. They were like, oh, no, don't leave. Hold up. We got some M's for you. We got some this and this and that. So at the end of the day, the only way to make you believe in us is we got to believe in ourselves.
Next question, please.
Yo, Kiss, yo, Joe, what's going on? Dre from Mass. Joe, I had a quick question. What was it like to see Jada on stage with Dipset versus The Lox? When he put on that freestyle and he said, this is what I do, what was going through your brain and what did you think of Jada after that? I love the show. Y'all keep going. Massachusetts, stand up. We love y'all. Peace.
Man, thanks for the
Is
question.
that before COVID or after? Did you know you caught COVID in there?
No, I did catch COVID
In there, yeah,
for the first time.
That's ill.
But the craziest shit is
He sacrificed his life. He came to track me out.
Nah, I was torn, right, between both of y'all. I thought y'all were gonna win, but Dipset ain't nothing to smile at. You know what I mean? So I think they could have did a lot better if they would have sequenced it right.
Facts.
But I was in there and I didn't want to see me cheering for them. I didn't want them to see me cheering for you. I was in a fucked up position, right? So I'm sitting there like that. I'm like, what you said, Jada?
Should have wore a wig.
Should have wore a wig. I should have.
Came with the sky.
I'm up. I had the little thing, and then they threw on the Welcome to New York City. They threw up the Home of 9/11.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, that fucked me up. I forgot all about New York. I was like, oh my God, they doing this. And then when y'all dropped that boom, 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 I couldn't even hide my colors. Like I was like, yo, you see that video when you talking all that shit, then the camera goes to me, and I'm like, like I did. At that point, if it wasn't Dipset, I definitely would have jumped up on that ring and try to do New York with you right there at that Verzuz. The shit was crazy because I'm not going to diss my guys too. But that's one of the most epic 20th century hip hop moments. You know, we heard of shit back in the day like Kumo D, Busy B. We heard of, you know, KRS One throwing PM Dawn off the stage. We heard of these legendary times, but in our generation, that right there was it was just incredible. It was like the Beatles coming to America, some wild shit like that. It was like, yeah, because you know, you see the Beatles come to America, you see them girls at the fucking airport by the millions, like they couldn't believe they was coming.
Facts.
That's how it felt that night. It felt like it was some shit we had never witnessed before. You know, Michael Buffer came out.
Yeah.
In this corner from Harlem, New York. That shit was crazy, yo. That whole night was just perfection. It was just perfection.
It's a win for hip hop. Next
Big
question, please.
Hey, this is Nate. Joe and Jada, you guys are legends in hip hop. I have individual playlists of both of you guys. And I really appreciate your contribution to hip hop. With that stated, is there a feature on an artist song that was supremely impactful in your lives? Also, is there a feature from an artist that you wanted to get but never had the chance to get?
A feature that impacted my life a lot was AZ on Nas's Illmatic. I never heard nobody flow like that so smoothly. Changed our life. And I've always wanted, you know, he's happy with his career and everything, but I really thought AZ was going to be like a Nas, a Jay-Z, you know, on that super level. But if we talking features, that's the one that stands out the most to me. If I could pick two, all right. I'm not going to pick two.
Me, it had to be Nas, Live at the Barbecue. That fucked us up when we heard that. It was like it was incredibly incredible for some young. The whole song was incredible, but Nas's verse was just crazy. You know what I mean? For me.
At the age of 12, I went to hell for snuff for Jesus. We never even heard shit
Nobody
like that.
say nothing even remotely close to
that shit was like, hello. You know, that shit was like somebody's coming. There you go. We got Nas in both those. It's crazy. Nas. Next question, please.
I got a two-parted question for both.
Two-parted.
Jada
That's
and
four
Joe.
questions.
So I was listening to 40 Bars of Terror where Jada rapped over the Yeah 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 beat on the Lean Back on the Terror Squad album. So I wanted to know, Jada, how you get into that mindset to hit those bars with such surgical precision. And then the second question is, what was Joe's reaction when he heard those bars? Did you ever think about making it an official remix, or was that dead? Did you hear the bars like, nah, I'm not putting him on my record because he body my shit. So yeah, that's what I would like to know.
For me, that song was a song. Anytime I do a freestyle, is paying homage to the original song because you like it that much. But that 40 Bars of Terror, yeah, the beat, I couldn't wait to use that beat. I was doing the Champions Air Part 1. So I was doing the whole mixtape, and that was definitely after they dropped that song, I'm like, I need that. That's definitely going to be one of the instrumentals I use. So yeah, that was, for me, it's always homage. Anytime you hear me doing any bars on somebody's beat, it's because you like the original beat, especially when you do 40 bars or more. You really love the beat. You know what I mean?
40 bars. I don't know, man. I just, you know, I love Jadakiss every time he raps. I think he's one of the few. I ain't trying to gas this dude out. He don't need it right now. But, you know, every time he raps, I feel like he's one of the, man, he's one of the very, 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 very few MCs that I think he kill every verse you ever did. So it's like, you know, I give that to Big too. Somebody like Jay-Z, you know, it's very rare that a rapper killed every verse I ever heard. So I gotta always salute Jada for that.
Appreciate that. Next question, please.
Joe and Jada, what's up? This is Riverside Slim. I can't even
Riverside
lie.
Slim, he from Godfather
Speakpipe.com is
Harlem,
crazy.
man.
Hey, yo. But this one for Jada. Jada, is there any rap song or R&B song, whatever, that you wanted to write a verse to, or wish it was your track? Out of all tracks, which one you was like, man, I could have did a ill verse on that, John?
I think every song that's a hit, you feel like you wish you could have been featured on it. But
How many features have you been on, Jada? Do you ever did the numbers?
they ain't gonna do the analytics on me till I'm dead, crack. Then they gonna just start finding all kind of incredible new shit that I did that they could have told me when I was alive. But would he say something you wish you was on that you saw? Shit, I go from in the club, lean back, all the way up. I actually did a remix of that, me and Fab. Any song that's a hit, you wish you was a part of it. Any song that make you want to be on it, that's how you know it's a hit. For me, it's everything. Bunch of Drake songs, bunch of Rick Ross shits, Kanye, all of them shits that come out, you're like, damn, why did the fuck they call me for this?
You know, the one song I hear all the time that I be like, damn, I could have been on, I should have been on that was the French song Pop That? Pop That?
Oh yeah, damn, you missed it?
I missed it. That song right there, every time I hear it, I'm like, man, I wish I was on that fucking song. It's just that energy that comes on. Whenever I work out in the gym, I work out.
That's a good song. That, matter of fact, I gotta try working out there. That's a good song.
Oh no, that's hype mania. Yeah. That right there, that shit'll get you hype.
Balling.
Like in New England. Like I play for New Whiskey. Sheesh. Something that came across my desk. Somebody was talking. It was like, that young kids, we have a real weird space in hip hop because like young kids, they ain't trying to spit. When we was out there starting, we was busting our bubble to come up with some shit. Nowadays, these kids...
Sound effects.
And it's over before it starts because these guys find a way to either get killed or kill somebody before they even really, really blow up like that. And so you see kids nowadays saying they don't even want to rap. They rather be streamers because they watching guys like Casanat, Maiden, and them dudes going to the bank. So kids now, it's almost like we have a lack of talent. No offense to anybody doing their thing, but we have a lack of talent because kids want to go another way. For the first time, instead of just saying, I want to be a rapper, they say, I want to be a streamer. And it's less dangerous. They're getting up there, they're joking, they're making money, they're having fun, they're dancing, and they're not dying. What do you think about that?
I'm always put the music first, but you right about that. It's becoming a very dangerous game and a dangerous space, and they drilling and spinning and sliding and doing all of them shits and decreasing the population. So it probably makes some of the younger kids don't want to do it. It's also making some of the younger kids want to do it. So you got to keep an eye on that part of it. But, streaming is dope. But I love streaming. I put music first because I'm an artist and I want to see more music. I want to see more artists. I want to hear more rapping. You know what I mean? More substance. But as long as they can stay out of trouble, make money, do whatever they do, that's always a beautiful thing.
Why it seems like all the time my friends who are my age or a little bit younger get back in the gym and start working out crazy. And they lifting up the whole gym and they tear their shoulder. They always get hurt, these guys.
Lifting too
heavy. You
heavy.
ever notice a guy, but I mean like every guy I know that starts working out, they hurt themselves. They always, how's the gym? Oh, I tore my, did this, that. What the fuck are y'all doing in there? Me, I'd rather just take Ozempic and take a walk.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
This is the
Why
Joe
look
and Jada
53
show.
when you can look 35? Why look 35 when you can look 13?
And if you need energy, get that Kiss Cafe, baby.
You know what I mean?
It's Joe and Jada.
Joe and Jada. We love you.
Pow! This is what I felt like today when I woke up. Look. Remember this shit? Look. Yeah. Remember this?
This thing is crazy.
Woo! About to light them up out there. The train is coming, baby. The train is coming now. What up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
Your boy Jada.
And this is the Joe and Jada show.
Sponsored, presented to you by Boost Mobile.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let's take care of the people that's paying the bills
Boost
around here.
Mobile
First things first.
It's the official burner phone to the streets.
Yeah, I remember. I had a lot of good memories with Boost.
With a Boost Mobile, right? Boost Mobile was in the game. Presented by Boost Mobile. I did a commercial for them crazy years ago, man. It was a fun time.
Did Lisa give you the bag?
Lisa gave
out a lot of
She
Boost
gave out a
Mobile
lot
bags,
of Boost Mobile
Shout out
bags.
to Lisa.
She gave out a lot of Boost Mobile bags. Hey, yo, we here, Joe and Jada show. We got to go right to it. The Knicks last night. This is our first show. Knicks last night. What did you take from that? What was you thinking? Where was you at? What was the vibe?
I was in the stew, for one, working on a feature of many that I got to do for people.
Do you play the volume in the studio that like you hear them talk, or you just?
Nah, I leave it. I leave it. But it was so crazy. It was like it was. You know.
Tuned in.
Yeah, I'm telling the engineer, look, he's trying to mix the ad-lib. Look, they tied it up. It's cool. So yeah, nah, you know what I mean. To get one in Boston, when everybody doubted us, we was 9.5-point underdogs. And then go in there and, pull one off, pause, was incredible.
What I took from last night, the main thing that stood out to me.
We played together. It was a team effort. You know what I mean? Finally.
Hold up. Finally, Mikal Bridges earned that contract. I was not convinced this whole season.
I told everybody,
4
man.
number 1 picks. This, that. When we eventually won the game, it dawned upon me and said, "Oh,
did you see what he? Did you see his impact?
Thinking.
Did you see his impact yesterday?
Yes, okay. Absolutely. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't see it the whole season. I don't know if he tries to play shy. I don't know if he just comes when he wants to light him up.
Lord, ain't there such thing as playoff Jimmy? He turned into a different Mikal Bridges in the playoffs, man.
No, but
that's what we needed.
What I'm saying is, we pay these guys
to win the championship.
Not just him. We pay the people who picked these guys. So I wasn't happy with how they recruited them, to be honest with you. And last night when it all was said and done, I said, yo, these guys, because you thinking, the whole thing you thinking, the champs is Boston. Let's not get it confused. They the champs. They got a whole lot of Jason Tatum, a whole lot of Jaylen Brown. They got a whole lot of, even Al Horford is 100 years old and he still be disrespectful.
How you gonna call him 100?
No, I'm just saying, I'm older than him, but I'm just letting you, he's an OG in the game. But what I'm saying to you is, every team on the off season is trying to compete against that team. That's the championship team. So when you're looking at the team at the start of the game and everybody's saying it's impossible for us to win, eventually we win the first game. I realized what our recruiting, Leon Rose, what he envisioned. And it worked to expertise last night. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Technically, in any other time, see, you got to understand, as Knicks fans, we've been hurting for 20 years. We've been let down for 20. No, since 1973, technically. But I'm just saying, in our era, 20, 30 years, we've been hurting. And so any win we get or any way we come up, we just over-celebrate and be like, oh my God, right? But Jalen Brunson, under any other circumstance, he would be considered a ball hog on any team. Because he need the ball in his hand every single time.
He's a shoe. He's a killer. He's a killer. Sometimes he see nothing but the team on his back. It's good and it's bad sometimes.
No,
Last night he was a killer and he was utilizing his teammates.
I agree with you all the way. My thing is, the man's a killer. He's a winner. You know, we seen too many players for years that they were happy with being close, but no cigar. You know, they get to the third round, they happy. They just he's a finisher. He's actually trying to bring a championship to New York City. And if nobody else believe, he believe.
You gotta believe. You know that
45 missed threes by the
gotta
Celtics
believe.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was crazy. One quarter, I think they shot 20. They missed 19 out of 23 pointers. That was crazy. But that's when they making them, they blow you out the arena.
No,
and when they missing them, we come back from 20. I hope they miss a lot more.
What a win for the New York Knicks. You know, we don't know how to act. Knicks fans don't know how to act. I've been looking, because we won, I'm enjoying it. So I'm looking at Instagram, like random people. The way Knicks fans celebrate, Knicks fans is we just too much.
We go overboard.
Oh, man. They got parties, all type of shit. Motherfucker, wait. They can't come back from 20. There's no way they're going to lose. And then the last play, when Mikal grabs the ball off of Jaylen Brown, he started going crazy. Fuck that. I told y'all this.
He felt like he was worth it.
Man, you know, Jaylen Brown is hurt. Technically, he's hurt. He banged up.
His knee ain't right now.
He banged up. And Porzingis, thank God, that guy.
What happened? He caught the
sat
flu?
out the whole, I don't know. What he caught, the flu? He might have got the stomach. You know, I caught a stomach bug nobody want the stomach bug.
Nah.
The vomit and the shit same time. You don't want parts of that right there, man. I'm telling you. The stomach bug, I've been shot and I had the stomach bug a couple of times. You do not, under any circumstance, be flying from LA to New York with the stomach bug on the plane. That's that bombs over Baghdad in your stomach.
How about if you had the stomach bug in the Luther seats?
Motherfucker, the Hulkamaniacs. You know, when we go to the game, I had a question for you I was thinking about. I said, how do you decide in a time like this, you get courtside tickets? It's two. How do you decide who you take with you? Does your son ask to come? Does which one in the crew gets to sit next to you? What is that like? Because I mean,
most like if any of my kids ask to go, they gonna win the other ticket hands down unanimously. You know, my man K will catch it, but I got people with me that love basketball more than him, so he don't mind being in BB.
He don't
like
care.
he's one row behind the floor and
you good.
He's still chilling, so he appreciate either or. But I got some of my friends that they bucket list is to sit on the floor, so I try to switch them up and let.
I mean, I don't know if Rich know, because Rich is the honorary seat holder.
Yeah.
When I sit here, that's Rich's seat technically.
So he ain't let nobody else get that.
No, they get it. They work them.
No baby girl could get it.
They start bothering them. Yo, my daughter be like, yo, I'm going to the game tomorrow. I be like, yo, Ma, you ever talk to Uncle Rich? Like, oh, he know what's up. I'm going to get. I'm saying, nah. That's Uncle Rich's seat. Like, you got to figure this one out. And they hitting me for more. You know they hitting me bad. Like, yo, the next game.
Can I catch a game with you? Yeah.
It's hard to pick who's gonna go. You know, it's hard. But when I sit there, the first thing I do is look up to the Luther seats. And so why we call it the Luther is years ago I used to have to sit up a deck. And so I mean, really, there's an upper deck. There's an upper deck in Madison Square Garden where you have to duck to get and sit in the seat. Like, I'm talking about that's where all the Hulkamaniacs are at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Hulkamaniacs are up there. They'll put you in a pretzel. You don't know what? That's a rowdy crew. How about them guys are so happy to be up there, they might have borrowed the money to be up there. That's the truth. They might have borrowed the money to be up there.
Depending on the ticket, it could cost a lot to be up there.
Hell yeah. So I'm saying back in the days, Luther Vandross, rest in peace, is my favorite singer of all time. I remember one concert I threw the suit on and my shit, I looked like a bus driver, the sky blue shirt
Don't do
with the
this.
suit, and I'm
Don't
upper
do it.
deck ducking. My wife got a dress on, and we looking at this motherfucking Luther Vandross about this little from up there. A house is not a home. And so we call that the Luther seats up there. You know, I mean, what an experience to sit courtside at something like this, man. It's an honor. I want to shout out the Knicks for always taking care of me, you know?
Definitely shout out to the whole Nick organization for taking care of myself. Joe Crack.
Denver, did you see this game?
Denver.
Listen,
How did they pick? They already picked the MVP? Because I think after this series, he might get a little, he might move up a couple notches on Shea. Yeah, 42, 22, and 9. That's like an inhuman. That's crazy, dog.
42, 22, and 9.
Yeah, that don't even make. What is that? That's crazy, dog.
That is insane. And so you think he's MVP?
I don't know how somebody that a 7 foot, whatever size he is, averaging a triple double for the whole season or two is.
But I'll tell you what
insane.
the problem is. There is no problem, right?
What's the problem?
But I'll tell you what the problem is that people don't understand with the Joker is in America, we learn, you know, how people sing, they go, do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Yeah.
you know. Now, I'm telling you, when they play sports, they teach them the same dribble, who to pass it to, who this and this and that. The Joker come from like Serbia or some shit, from over there, right? He learned the opposite way. So he
taught him the reverse way?
Yeah. He does stuff you're not supposed to do. You see the ball flying right past you, be like, no way he made that. That's like 101. In Gaucho's gym, they teach you not to pass that ball like that. Joker does exactly that. So all American players, they don't know what he's gonna do. They fucked up because they know how you come in any other way. Joker could do anything, and he does it at his own.
And he moves slow. He's unstoppable.
I call him a slinky. He's like a slinky. He's like this, that. You know how the slinky be going down the stairs? He's like a slinky, but he gets the job done. The other day, the last series, not even this one. Last series, he came in there, and you know the Joker, he a big boy, so he come in there sloppy. Last series, he had his cheekbones showing.
What?
You know, that's how I know the boxers is
going to.
Let me tell you something. That's how I know the boxers is going to win. Because when a boxer come in the ring and his cheekbones show, that mean that boy been training for real. The Joker last series, he's chubby. He had the cheekbone. Oh, no, he's not playing.
The Joker was doing boxing training?
I'm just saying he just was not for play. He came up in there and he meant business. He was not going to lose. I don't care who you threw at him, Kawhi, Harden, whoever, he was not going to lose. I seen it in the cheekbones. The Joker's a different kind of animal right now.
In the cheekbones.
You know what I'm talking about. Hey, shout out to the Saudi, His Highness, His Excellency, the guy with the bag. And the man, he did 2 countries, 2 parts of the world in one day. So they had boxing for the first time in Times Square. I had to buy it. I think it was $89 or something like that. I had to buy it. A little disappointed, not a little, a lot of disappointed in the actual boxers. You know what I mean? And and that's why some people, even though I'm always going to be a boxing fan, some people went more towards the MMA and the UFC because you guaranteed action. In boxing, you get a guy to run. You know, Devin Haney was running that whole fight. I didn't understand that. According to me, he's nice. He wasn't letting them things go. Ryan Garcia, he got washed. It's like, I was a fan. Like,
You're not a fan no more?
Nah, he not like that. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never, God bless him, he's pound for pound the face of boxing, but I was never a Canelo fan after he fought Mayweather and couldn't even get a jab off. I can't see you. That's what you do. Like, this is you. You dedicated your life to this. You can't hit the man with a jab I can't really big you up like that. So your man
If
Ryan
he had a
Garcia,
bad night though, crap.
yeah, you can have a bad night. All right, let's give him another chance. But
He about to have one against Bud. You know what I mean? I like Bud though, but
no, Bud against Canelo. That's
Yeah.
gonna be that's probably the best fight in what 10 years or something.
they weight class. Bud had to move up a lot, right? And weight.
Yeah, but Bud is he's probably the best boxer.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
going up
definitely,
against Canelo.
definitely. Bud is that.
They're gonna
dude.
have a serious
I can't
fight.
wait. I can't wait to see. I might have to attend that.
The
We might
last
have to
super fight
attend
was Tyson Paul, right? Mike Tyson. And
I didn't get to
Jake
see.
Paul. You
I
didn't see the
I didn't
Tyson
see that,
Paul?
and I'm happy I didn't get to see that.
Shout out to the Serrano sisters, Amanda Serrano. She fighting the third time. The girl from Ireland. What's the girl's name from Ireland? The boxer. Katie Taylor. And Amanda Serrano, they fighting in the Garden. That's the third time they fight. They the illest female boxers in the like they really try to kill each other in the ring. You know, they tougher than most guys, you know, so stay tuned for that. Charlemagne. Have you seen this movie? Do you watch
Bob Dylan?
musical movies like
I watch all kind of movies. I watch whatever. I'm not one of them
Five
people that only
Heartbeats,
watch
Frankie-
certain kind of. Yeah, I
Frankie
watch all
Valli.
of them. I watch all of them
You
kind of
watch
movies.
all of them, me too, Nina Simone. So
I didn't
there's
see
an
Bob
ill
Dylan
movie.
though.
Oh man, Bob Dylan. Oh, yo, that movie is the one. You want to see that movie? They call him the greatest songwriter in history.
Wow.
He got the title,
Yeah.
right? Not our style.
Yeah. I know
But the
about Bob
actual
Dylan.
movie,
I just didn't see the movie
unknown. And they said the man ain't go to the Met Gala.
because he wanted to watch.
He wanted
the
to
Knicks.
watch the Knicks game.
He's my type of guy. I love him. Even I'll vote for his next movie, even without seeing it, just for that.
No, he's a real Knicks fan. I see him at the games, but he's so talented. Met Gala, do you see, looked anything to do with that
I've been
shit?
seeing a couple. I see my man 3 Stacks with the piano on his back.
The piano.
That was crazy.
You seen
I
Lauren
want
with
to
the
know
yellow-
what
I don't know. It's like
was anything
Jack in
in
the
it.
Box
Was
or
it
something.
was the transmission in that piano, or was it like an empty box? It couldn't have been that heavy because he went up the stairs. He walked
Diana
around.
Ross came in with like 1,000 feathers. Like my thing is like, yo, listen, one place, and there's no disrespect, because if they invite me, I'm going. But one place I ain't been pressed to go to is the Met Gala. It just looked like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like all them outfits look like the girls are sucking in, they eating the olive for like a month. No shit is out of control. No,
olive for a
do you
month
know what you
is
got? You know how
crazy.
strong you got to be to have a piano on your back, me? Get the
olive.
fuck out of here. He had a whole orchestra on his fucking back, man. You kidding me?
My man, though, Snowfall came in with a motorcycle suit and they ripped it off and he had the helmet.
Nah, it's crazy. I
Then
mean,
he had a
listen,
suit under the suit.
It's a bit. I'd rather see the Grammys.
I go to the Met Gala if
I would
like
go
I said,
to
if
if we get
somebody
invited.
invited me and did all
How do you
that.
get invited?
I just don't want to wear
It's probably
more
the
than
only
one
place I've
outfit.
never been invited to.
You heard?
Huh?
I'm cool with the Met Gala. I don't want to be layered. I don't want to have like a suit with another suit with a quilt. Just give
It
me
ain't
one
nothing you
nice
can do.
suit
Yo, your man.
with some accessories.
Listen, one of my idols, Babyface, he looked like Professor Clump. I don't know what is the inspiration.
Babyface look-
He wore this like
I can't take it. Yo.
thick, big ass. He looked like Clump, bro. He looked like Clump, like Professor Clump and his shit. And I'm just
He wore a
just
suit that had big.
crazy fat. Like he looked like he was a fat boy. He's not. But I mean,
The
I
suit
guess
made
that
him
the
look
suit,
big.
the suit was made like that.
Oh,
The suit was made like
No fashion is
Big
crazy.
Pun Fat Joe Grammys, like big
Word?
shit. Yeah,
Nah,
it's
it
just-
wasn't like that.
I'm trying to tell you what's going on out
Yeah,
there.
nah, he's not.
Yo, this shit out of control.
Yeah.
They can have that shit right there. I don't know about, I don't expect Jada to come up in there like Zorro or some shit like that, right? Like, would
That's
you
the
do
part
some
that
shit
I
like
don't
that?
like. I just like the regular. If you invite me, just make me regular. Don't make me a Zorro hat or nothing that
Yo,
don't make
that
me.
shit-
Don't get me out of my element.
Rihanna pregnant.
That's a blessing. Child number 3 for Rocky and Riri. I think it's beautiful.
You know, let me tell you something, man. ASAP Rocky, I know him a long time. You know, he really from the Bronx.
I
ASAP
didn't know
Rocky.
that. I
No,
didn't
I'm
know
telling you.
that. I didn't know.
I'm telling you. I ain't gotta like, I don't need a cosign on this. The kid from the Bronx. I know him from the Bronx.
Okay.
And then he was Harlem. It's cool, but you know them babies really from their heritage is back in the Bronx. I'm trying to tell you, man. You could trace them back to the Bronx. I got money on it for anybody, and I'm not starting controversy. I'm
So
just
you
saying.
telling me, is it anywhere on? Did he ever say this?
Never, ever. He never
And
said
you
it.
standing on business? ASAP is from the Bronx.
He know that though. Like I know that. He know that.
All right, we
Watch, you'll see.
gonna get to the bottom of this.
Listen,
You
man.
know, you a historical person, so
You
when
from
you
the Bronx, let me tell you something. You from the Bronx, there used to be this little, maybe you snuck in from Yonkers. I don't know. There used to be this little place called Miss Elise, where if you curse, you got to give $1. So all the hustlers, I seen Dame Dash there and a bunch of people there, like all the hustlers used to go in there. She cook, best cook in the world. She give you that. What's the bread? The wheat bread, the yellow and brown one.
cornbread.
It's a brand, the brown and yellow bread, the wheat bread, the soft one. And you just put the butter on that joint while you eat the steak and shit like that. But you know, his sister used to go there. I used to see her there all the time, ASAP Rocky's sister. Huh? Nature's Own? Nature's Own. Nature's Own. That's that Nature's Own right there. Trust me, I know, but salute ASAP Rocky, man. He doing major things out there, and he got the babies coming. Those $1 billion babies, man.
Facts.
Shout out my sister Rihanna. Ever signed up a phone plan thinking, wow, great price, and then months later it's like, surprise, your bill is higher?
With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contract, forever.
Plus, Boost Mobile is now a legit nationwide 5G network. They invested billions of dollars building 5G towers across the country.
Visit boostmobile.com or head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever.
5G speeds is not available in all areas. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds, and customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on that Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Shador fell to the 5th round. How you feel about that? What you think was involved? What you think made that happen? Do you think that was always going to happen? Do you think it's some knocks because he come from a wealthy, smart, Hall of Fame dad, and he's doing this with watches and big Hercs and Rolls Royces, and think that made the team owners a little mad and shy away? What do you think it was?
First of all, let me just say that all the team players, all the teams played themselves. Let's be clear.
That skipped them?
Every one of them teams played themselves. The Giants, Dallas. The first thing I told them was like, yo, you think Dallas is they passed on them 5 times? Dallas? They got my man, Dallas never winning with
But they gave Dak
with my
$1
man.
zillion. They can't.
He's there for good looks. Dak Prescott is simply a good-looking guy. He gets the money. He gets the endorsements. He's not winning shit. And Rich, my brother's a Dallas fan, and I gotta join with him. How do you pass on Shador 5 times? Like, you gotta be on crack.
Not 5 times, 5 rounds.
5 rounds is they picked 4 other guys in front of him. And every single team, even Cleveland, who picked him, they picked somebody before.
There's a lot of rounds. He got picked 100 and something or something.
Once again, I'm gonna tell you, every single team in the NFL played themselves. You see how with Bronny, they made sure nobody would pick him? And he was like, yo, don't pick him. He got to come play with his father. And everybody fell back. That was the blueprint of this shit. They just all got together, all the owners, we're going to teach him a lesson.
I think it was different, crack. Bron is inside the organization. He could talk to Genie. He could talk to Rob Pelinka. He could do that.
No, but other teams, why the Knicks ain't pick him? Why the Raptors ain't pick him? Why nobody? Because they told the whole league,
You can't tell nobody.
I'm
Don't
telling
pick
you,
nobody. Like,
that's
it
what they
don't work
did.
like that.
That's what they did. Paul and them guys who fucking managed
Rich
all the
Paul and
biggest.
them?
Rich Paul and them was like, you better not pick Bronny. He got to play with his father. But let's just say this is the reverse of that in the NFL. They definitely told all the owners, we teaching this kid a lesson, we not picking him. And with the problem I got with that, right, is I don't know Dion like you guys might know him. All I know him for is saying God is great, God is good. He's a family man. He takes care of his kids. He coaches kids. He mentors. I don't know how that would upset every owner of the National Football League to not pick his son. Like, it's not like, to me, I don't look at Dion as problematic.
It's not that. They already stars. Dion, all his kids, they already famous. It's probably I don't know why. He should have been the top 10, top 5, if you ask me.
Listen, Cleveland, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They immediately sold more jerseys than every other rookie in the whole league. He sold more jerseys
He's going
than
to sell
everybody.
out the stands and jerseys and all that, but the owners and the GMs want to see wins. They pay for wins.
No, he's going to win. So who they pick before him going to make them win more than him?
They got 5 quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, they got too many. So they probably loaded up so they could start trading everybody off.
Sean Watson, Flacco. They want to get, but he's still there as of now.
He's there. Flacco is like really old school, right?
But Flacco's efficient for
Still
1 year
around.
wherever he go.
He got one good year.
Yeah, like he give you one good. They usually bring him in half the season or like.
Yo, how about the biggest robbery in football history, Aaron Rodgers, right? And that's my man, too. I love Aaron Rodgers.
Yo.
That motherfucker twisted his ankle on the first play. How much money he caught for them
Popped
2
his
seasons?
Achilles, crack.
How many on the first play, B? Let me ask you something. How many millions was that for 2 years right there? How crazy? You know what we got to rap? You know how many times we got to go to Alberta, Canada and shit like that to fucking get the bag up? Like, your motherfucker twisted his ankle and he how much he caught?
49 minutes.
Jeez.
Whoa.
14 and 25, and he's getting 35 next year.
Why we don't have that for rappers? Why we don't have like a way out? Yo, give Jada a check. Give Joe a check. What is it? I mean, what? I guess this podcast shit is the new rapper shit, right? I'm at a Jewish funeral yesterday. One of my best friends is Jewish. His grandmother died. She's 93. And I'm talking to a Jewish lady right next to her in the funeral thing. And she's like, hey, Joe, man, you got to tune into my podcast. And she's like 80 years old. I'm looking at her. I say, yo, you know what? I could learn a lot from you. I might just tune into your podcast. But this shit is just everybody. What's going to make the difference with the Joe and Jada podcast?
Authenticity. You know what I mean? It got to be an organic conversation, correct? We can't ride the wave of what's going on out here. You know what I mean? This ain't that, and that ain't this.
That ain't this.
It's cracking kiss.
Oh, see, my thing is when you talk about that's one right there. You know, when you talk about hip hop podcasts, see, I can't salute you if you didn't go and did a show and the promoter beat you for your second half of your money, or you went to a show, the promoter don't want to pay you.
If you haven't been through the farm league
listen,
of what it takes.
Listen, you can't be sitting up here dissecting the albums, and that's the fucking problem we had with rap since the beginning, since the Source mics and all this shit. It's like, yo, you ain't even played the game. You see, the reason why we love TNT so much with Chuck and Shaq, these are legends. They played the game. They know the ins and outs. When it comes to Jada and Joe, like, we've been fucked over. We done won. We done had moments. We done had anthems. We know the game. We done got beat by the promoters. You ain't really been real unless they sick pit bulls on you when you try to get your second half of money. Or you got to beat up a promoter and take the money in quarters. You know what I'm saying? Or you get kidnapped in Africa. We need our money, right? We need our money. So
I
I'm gonna
need
take
my
it in
money
quarters
and I need it now.
now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get my so when I see these certain guys commenting, never had a hit record, never had a album, never. I'm like, to me, they're not qualified. You know,
I think when they put these mics in front of people, they lose some people just get caught in the moment and say dumb shit. You know what I mean? And it happens to the best of us. But
I'm saying,
in due time, it'll all come to the light.
Yeah, they just said the best duo ever in hip hop is Ashanti and Ja Rule. Can I start with my comments first on this? Right? Every show I do with Ashanti and Ja Rule, it's the only show I sit there and watch them perform after me. I just love their music, what they brought to the game, dynamic together. It's definitely one of my favorite duos. And so, you know, I salute Ja and Ashanti. I don't disagree. And it was like you had to have it had to be a group or 3 or more
They
songs.
never had an album. I think for them to win duel of history and never had an album together, just did mad classic, made hits. I think that's awesome. But I think, they ain't throw me and Mary on there. I know what you had to have 3 or more songs?
Now you gotta have 3 or more songs. You got a bunch of songs with Mary.
Yeah, I got at least 3 or more though.
But you know that
they
boy.
Even nominate.
Let me tell you something. But your coldest one was with Usher.
No doubt.
That shit, damn boy.
Throwback. Shout out to my boy Usher.
Oh man, when Usher was what, the biggest guy on earth at the time?
Sure.
He sent you the song, yo, Jada, I need you on this.
I'm like, wow.
Ooh, I'm gonna want you back.
Yeah.
When that shit hit and you heard the fucking and them drums hit,
that was
once
crazy.
you see yo Jada, you was like, oh no, you smoked some real loud. Like you was in, you might as well been comatose on that shit. You was
I kind of wish I had that. I'm like, damn, Just Blaze should have gave me this beat, man.
Yeah, but he gave it to you with Usher. That's a fucking diamond. That's diamond
he
song.
He gave me shit. It was Usher's song that I just lended a little bit of services to. But now I felt it was a beautiful thing because, like you said, Usher was running the world, controlling the world in his hands. So when they sent down, I'm like, all right, this is gonna help me. This is gonna help out a lot. 1 year since the Kendrick and Drake discrepancy. What they like to call it beef in the media world, since we in media
We
now.
in media now.
But thank God nothing happened to anybody physically.
Yeah.
But how you feel about personally, I thought it was about 4 or 5 months ago. I can't believe it's already been a year.
This shit is out of control, man. How's a year? But what I can tell you is, boy, that Kendrick Lamar gets some spins in LA radio. Nah.
Everybody from LA gets spins on LA.
You never seen. When's the last time you went and put on the radio in LA? I was there last week.
I was there like last week too.
Bro, I never seen nothing like this. Like every single song, they turn the TV off. The other one, this, that,
Get a lot of
the scissor, the Luther, the this. Like what?
It's spinning.
It's a fact. Kendrick Lamar gets played 9 out of every 10 songs in LA right now. Not even Snoop Dogg, not even Tupac Shakur, not nobody from LA has dominated the paint. Like this guy, this last year, what they doing in LA, if you from LA, you think there's only one guy on earth, Kendrick Lamar. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. You turn on that radio in LA, if you from LA, you work at Target, okay, Amazon, you delivering some shit, you working at the bakery, Panaderia, whatever, East LA homes. You thinking there's one man breathing in hip hop. It's called Kendrick Lamar. I'm keeping it a buck with you.
No, he had a hell of a year.
Jesus.
He had a hell of a career, but the last year, so he
what do you think about beef in hip hop? Like I done answered this a million times.
It's getting out of hand when it gets. For me, I thought it was always good if you take it all the way back from Wild Style and LL and Kumo D and then all the way up to Us and 50, to whatever you want. it's always good as long as it stays on wax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, when it first started, somebody say something about you, you got to go to the studio. You got to immediately work on
That's how that
getting one
happened.
back out there. Boom. Now you knock the stick off your shoulders like a fight at the school at 3 o'clock. Now as the technology evolved, it turned into movie skits, animations, retrieving fake
Yeah.
information and
Nah,
go,
that's crazy.
going to the embassy and getting it got a little wacky for me. Like I like it to be beats and rhymes and keep it like that. Once
Talk
it started
your shit.
once it got out of my pay grade, I'm not really, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of disinterest to me because it's turning political now. Supposed to be
No, it is.
beats and rhymes, mics,
It's
DJs.
It's even lawsuits behind rap diss records now. I never saw that.
That's over my head. I don't really understand when it gets, you know.
Maybe I don't know.
I just want to see.
Let's just say.
I just want to see rhymes and songs and hip hop shit. Once it gets,
Once
it goes to the White House and all that, Supreme Court and things like that, and you know what I mean, and
to the Congress Library and all that.
You know what I mean.
Who got nominated for the Hall of Fame this year? I think Outkast, Salt and Pepper. You know, Salt and Pepper different, right? I've done a couple of shows with them, and it'd be like 99.9% women fans. Like they have a cult women fans audience. There's nothing you could do about it. I performed with them a couple of times, and the way women connect with Salt and Pepper is very. That story's never been told right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wherever they perform, the whole venue is women. You know, they really fuck with Salt and Pepper like that. So salute. Salt and Pepper come from a time where, you know, the stars were very few, but they were iconic. You know, Fat Boys, Run DMC, LL, Slick Rick, you know, the Rakims. It was when it was only had like 10, and they was holding it down for the ladies. And of course, Outkast.
Definitely.
You know.
They inducted. They're gonna win.
Inducted too.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Boy, 3 Stacks. What they done for hip hop is impeccable.
Yeah, they started that whole Atlanta movement with the Goody Mob, and they had everybody follow ever since.
Organized confusion, right? What was it? Organized noise.
Organized noise.
Rico Wade, rest in peace.
Yep. You know, so
shout out to Organized Confusion too, though. Foul March and his other man.
Yeah, Organized Confusion. That was that. Then you got what's the shit? The nigga in the middle of the barn. Crucial Conflict, right? From out there in the Midwest, boy. You know, I mean, you know, hip hop is so great, man, because it's such a variety of hip hop. If you out there really trying to like this, I never knew everywhere I look on Instagram, TikTok, it's my anxiety. It's like I thought it was like a white girl song. And my daughter was like, yo, that's Doechii. That's the girl I've been putting you on to, Dad. And I'm like, what?
She's having a hell of a career.
What?
Crazy.
It's my anxiety. That shit is everywhere under the sun, B. Like, I'm talking about that. Yo, I did not know it was this girl's record, Doechii. Oh,
she's dope. She's super dope.
No, she out of here with this anxiety. Like, you know, I'm telling you, that shit is door commercials, whatever. This shit is touching everybody. She got one. She got a culture moving.
Greatest album ever to come out of hip hop is Mobb Deep Infamous.
He said New York.
New York. I definitely think that's one of them.
I definitely
wouldn't argue. I wouldn't argue with that. You know what I mean? The Infamous album did a lot for me. It did a lot for my brothers.
Yeah.
It did a lot for hip hop. Shit was incredible.
Phenom. You know when Prodigy died, I was at his funeral, and it was so. First of all, you walk in the funeral and they playing boom boom. They had a band playing it. Boom boom. There's a war going on outside. No man to say. They was playing the beat when you walk in the funeral. a band. Could have been the Roots. I don't know. Somebody. They playing that. So I'm in the back. I'm tearing up. And it just hit me at that moment that say if hip hop was a pyramid, we lost like a big stone. Like I was in there and I realized like, yo, we really took a L. You know, Prodigy is dead. And in the middle of the whole shit, you know how when your friends come up there and talk about you, one of their mans got up there and was like, and fuck KRS-One, the bridge ain't over there. I'm like, yo, wow. 30 years later, they still shooting at us. I'm like, yo, I'm with you. I'm at the funeral with you, baby. What you talking about? I don't give a fuck, this, that, yo, face. And you know, but me, my favorite album of all time, whether New York or anybody, is Illmatic. Nasty Nas. Even when I'm on that plane, you know, my biggest fear, the plane, when that shit start doing all this shit, he'd be like, you want to take a license for this? Your ass should be out saying going to get something. Yo, done pass the Henny, man. And they got, you know, all that shit. Yo, son, nah. You know, this is Illmatic. You know, even when you got the record deal or you don't got the... See, that's what's hip-hop. Hip-hop's missing that a lot, too. Those legendary skits. Them Wu-Tang skits. Yo, son, I'm hit. Wu-Tang?
Drag me in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah, come take the 17. The 17, go ahead, son. They definitely missing skits. But anytime you talk about legendary or classic album or any of that, it could go for days like a religious argument. So
yeah, it is.
But I only think it was a problem if it's things on the list that nobody agrees on. You know what I mean? So
that's the story of the Grammys.
When Ninth Wonder sat down and said,
that's the story of
infamous,
the Grammys.
I'm not.
Look, I had beef with 50
Cent.
Cent. I watched him come into the fucking Grammys. He sold 30 million records. You remember that first 50 Cent album? He was nominated. That nigga might have lost the tic-tac-toe. He got up and looked around and walked right back out that fucking Grammy. Like the Grammy, they've been better these years, right? But they had it all the way fucked up. Like they was giving, you know, fucking Mork and Mindy the Grammy over Biggie and shit like this. And you sitting there like, yo, this shit is nuts. I watched 50 Cent walk in, sold 30 million records, man. G-Unit. Bo, we could get this shit popping. Bo. He walked up in there, his seat wasn't even warm. He sat there for like 2 seconds. And the winner is Herbal and Peaches over here.
Yo.
And the man got up and walked out. And that's when I knew, we all fucked in the Grammys. When I saw that shit, I said, oh no, everybody fucked in the Grammys. Like, and I don't know what expertise they use. If it has to be elevator music or some shit, I don't know what it is. I know I lost 2 of my Grammys. I got nominated, I want to say 6 times. One I lost to the Black Eyed Peas for Lean Back, and they didn't even have Fergie with them. They didn't even have the white girl yet. So they was really not even popping at the time, right?
They was just the Black Eyes.
Yeah, the Black Eyes. Yeah. They ain't have Fergie. If you ain't got Fergie, you know, you ain't supposed to be winning Lean Back. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't. You know, you at least Fergie, you know, we understand. We got Fergie. But then the second one I lost was Chance the Rapper. I still don't, let me tell you something. I'm bitter about that. I'm bitter. Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, I know Chance.
He be all the way up. Remy comes out of jail for 8 years.
What song?
I come out of jail.
What song was the?
No, he won with that. The only song. You don't want no problems. Got no problems with me. That's a decent song, but it didn't mean as much as the hood. We went to jail, both of us. We came back. We had our all-time low. We put out a record. I'm all the way up. It goes #1, and Chance the Rapper wins. Come on, man. They wasn't tapped into the culture right. Automatically, you're supposed to give it to the Robin Hoods.
I got nominated once. I don't know who I lost to.
Let me tell you something. This man, Big Pun, first Latino to sell 2 million records solo. We go to the Grammys. We rent the biggest mansion. This man get the girls to come from San Francisco, They did the finger waves on Pun. Pun had the finger waves like Mac Dre and all those guys out there in San Francisco. That's the infamous pictures. We got the big suits with each other. Like,
I remember that.
man, we walked up in there. Your man Ricky Martin was up there. He was living la vida loca. We was like, oh shit! I waited my whole life to go to the Grammys. I'm looking at this. Everybody's over there. You got fucking every superstar you ever name in your life. So we just sit down in 1 second. When we get there, the guy from Loud Records come up and be like, "Yo, they did the hip hop before this. Y'all lost." Pun said, "Man, fuck these. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck the Grammys." I said, "Yo, Pun. It's the first time we've been invited to some fly." She was like, "Fuck them. You coming with me or not?" I was like, oh my God. We walked up out of that shit. He was tight. He was tight. So they really matter. You know, people definitely want to get celebrated.
I think it's somebody in the academy that figured out we happy with just getting nominated.
Nah, fuck that.
Donald Trump said Stephen A. Smith should run for president. Donald Trump always says crazy shit. I don't think Stephen A. should be the president. Maybe the president of sports at ESPN, but not the president of the world.
But let me explain something to you. Donald Trump, he had a TV show, man. He
had a lot of TV shows, a lot of buildings, golf courses, all of that.
Yeah,
what the hell?
President?
Correct.
I mean,
Stephen A. I would think Stephen A. wouldn't be president.
He don't. He definitely said he don't want to be president. But what you got to understand that all these people, they regular people, man. They just become politicians. And then through the years, they go on, they ranks up until being the president. Why can't Stephen A. Smith
That's what Donald Trump put in the air, that anybody can be president. That ain't right. Anybody can't just be president.
No, you gotta have the people behind you, but they all regular people. So what I'm trying to tell you is these guys ain't superheroes. Yeah, so why somebody come from New York, made something, getting $100 million, right? Stephen A. Smith ain't broke.
Yeah, but
he getting bread.
To do with running the world. I don't care if he got 100 trillion. He don't know about going over there talking to the big guys over there and all that.
What I'm saying to you is, when Donald Trump
worldly issues.
Donald Trump was in WrestleMania, B, is what I'm trying to tell you. Is
Donald Trump can never be another Donald Trump.
Anybody.
Donald Trump's like Deion Sanders. There'll never be another one.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's never going to do what he did ever again. The presidency is not something to take lightly. Last few years, we just been saying anybody should run for president. We got to get back to presidents running for presidents.
It's real presidents running for presidents. Now you ain't bullshitting. We'll end that one with that.
As soon as you get trending a little, all right, Crack should run for president. No,
he shouldn't. Next you know, they're going to be like Crack and Lizzo. President, vice president, the motherfuckers can sell out a ticket. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, anybody go for. I don't want to be president, politician.
That's what I'm saying, man.
None of that.
Politics to the politicians.
Leave me alone. We got to clear this too.
And then he ended with this.
Okay.
Stick is nuts.
Y'all, listen. Train is coming now. Train is coming, baby. The train is coming now.
Who they gonna kill?
Train is coming, baby.
Skin Jerry a lot. What the hell was this?
They kept playing the joint. I ain't get to see Sinners yet. My daughter went to see it 3 times.
There's one song on there that they skinning somebody alive, man. That was the anthem.
This is from Money Train. Remember Money Train with
Woody and
yes, the train is coming, baby. The train is coming now. That's how I felt when I flew in. I just said, "Damn, we're about to take the nation by storm. The Joe and Jada show about to be official out here. Like, this ruffle some feathers immediately. The minute you and I understand. The minute they announced Joe and Jada got a podcast, it immediately rang some bells, and they was like, "Oh shit, they coming with that shit," because we are. The train is coming, baby.
The train is coming now.
The train is coming now. The train is coming, baby. All right, tune in next time for the Joe and Jada show, man. Brought to you by Boost Mobile, baby. Go
Happy
get that.
Mother's Day, pre-Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, man.
Happy
Salute.
Mother's. Rest in
God
peace
bless
to my
y'all.
moms. My mom's passed away
Rest in peace.
this week. And it's something that you always fear and you always think it might happen, but then it just really happens. And so you just got to deal with life, man up. And shout out to my moms for being such a beautiful influence in me and making me the man who I am. So Ruby, Miss Cartagena, peace.
Love.